We start with the Bulls and the Heat, actually Los Bulls and El Heat, because it's Noche Latina, presented by Right Guard. Heat losers are 3 straight, guys. They need a win in a big way at home in this one.
Well, they needed one, and Chris Bosh early on for the Miami Heat, or El Heat, was very effective, Mark Fine.
Missed 17 of 18 shots last time these two teams met. He had 23 in this game. Off the Heat turnover, Luol Deng at the other end.
The running of the Bulls.
Very nice. Miami up 3, though. Watch this one. Dwayne Wade misses, and then look at LeBron saving it back to Wade, and then, for good measure, laying it up and in.
Always nice to have athletic wings on your team.
Derrick Rose, circus shot number 1. Miami's lead is 3. Speaking of 3, LeBron James, 4-3. He had 26 in the game. The lead was back to 10. Derrick Rose, circus shot number 2.
Needs help. Chalmers needs help. And then the finish behind the basket, the floater, the arc. He has it all.
And he'd make the free throw, by the way. Halftime score had Miami up 9. Off the turnover, Derrick Rose, circus shot number 3.
You know, a lot of coaches would tell you with the basketball, you slow down. I think in Derrick Rose's case, he speeds up, going right by Dwayne Wade, and LeBron not happy.
He couldn't understand it. Rose and Boozer now the give and go.
A great play by D. Rose, recognizing he had no play, got it to Boozer, and Boozer right back to him for the tough lay-in.
Miami's lead was 1, now tied. Dang!
I'm liking that 1-3 pick and roll. Point guard is caught. If there's a switch, then you got Rose on the 3-man. I really do like that play for the Chicago Bulls.
How much athleticism are we going to get in this game? Look at Wade here. The miss on the circus shot, gets his own rebound, and while falling down, gets it to go. And then, oh, down goes Boozer.
A great play by Dwayne Wade, gets the block from behind as Boozer goes up for that basket.
Derrick Rose wasn't done. The pull-up jumper, he had 27 in the game. Chicago goes up 6. Heat not going away, though. They swing the ball. Chalmers, what? Somebody else scored on this team?
Well, Chalmers making the big 3, and then right after that, Mark making the second biggest play of the game for the Miami Heat as he drives by Noah and gets the Miami Heat up 2 late.
Yeah, 86-84. So it comes down to this. Deng driving, he gets fouled. It's amazing the way this plays out. He hits the first free throw, so needs this one to tie. Misses, and then winds up with the rebound.
Most important, man, is the free throw shooter. If you don't box him out, long rebounds, they tend to come up with those rebounds.
So he'd make the first one as he goes back to the line, gets the second one as well. Now, Chicago up 1 last play. Who's going to get the ball? LeBron.
Well, LeBron James here on an isolation on Noah. You take your chances here, but again, Miami Heat, the talk of the town, not able to finish. Dwayne Wade gets a second chance, and no good. We were kind of joking around, hoping Chris Bosh would get a 3rd chance so we could talk bad about all 3 of them, but we're not going to do that here at the network, are we, Mark?
No, we never would do that. Actually, I think you just did.
I said we're not going to do it.
2 of the 3 do miss there. And hey, great win for the Chicago Bulls on the road, beating a Miami Heat team that, again, desperately wanted to win. They have lost 4 straight now. 13 times the Heat have missed a shot to tie or take the lead with 10 seconds or less in a game. Unbelievable stat. When it was done, Derrick Rose caught up with Heather Cox, who asked him why he didn't look happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm always happy to get a win, but the turnover, I put us in this position where the turnover, then the missed shot right there, and it almost cost us, but my teammates backed me up. They did a great job defending, and we just got this win.
What was your reaction after the missed free throw, then the foul to send you guys back to the line to take the lead?
It was great for us. Lou chased the shot down. They didn't do what they were supposed to do, and thank God we got this win.
Now, you guys have the season sweep on Miami. What kind of statement does that make about where this Chicago Bulls team is, where your place is in the league?
We just think that we can contend with any team in the league. As long as we play hard, play with an edge, I think that we should be fine.
With the playoffs right around the corner, what kind of lessons did you guys learn today that can help you succeed in the playoffs?
Stay patient. Too many turnovers, especially against a good team like this, they're going to be up in transition, so you got to stop that. And we're just gelling right now. People getting healthy, and we're just trying to keep this going.
Everybody talks about Miami's big three, but you've got a big three of your own, yet you are that MVP candidate, that one in crunch time that everybody goes to. How much was this a one-on-one battle for you against those three?
It wasn't a one-on-one thing. It was always a team thing. When we came in, I came in kind of sluggish. We fall our way back, and I think that we're an all right team. We can play, man.
That's an understatement, Mr. Rose. Yes, you can play, no question about it. So the Miami Heat, tough 11-game stretch. They lose the 4 in a row, but then they do have, well, after that, there's not really a break here at all, is there?
6 of the next 7 games are at home for Miami, but they are going up against some beasts right here, and it is a big game every time a team steps in to play the Miami Heat, whether home or the road. You're going to get somebody else's best effort, Brevin.
Yeah, night in and night out. Guys, this is the game they circle on their schedule. They know the Miami Heat, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Celtics. These are teams that everybody wants to have their best games against. You know, people are going to be watching. So they're getting teams' best night in and night out, as Brent says.
The Heat now 43-20, and, you know, they were fighting for the second spot in the East, but the way they talked afterwards, it was almost like they were fighting for spot number 8, and they were out of the postseason.
We got to be stubborn enough to continue to put ourselves in that position and then find the resiliency to break through. That's the only thing it's about right now. And this is painful for every single one of us going through this. There are a couple guys crying in the locker room right now. It is not a matter of want. It is a matter of doing and continuing to put ourselves in this position until we break through.
I know you guys get tired of sitting up here explaining the same thing over and over again, but Spoelstra said it was an emotional locker room afterwards. Some guys were crying and that kind of thing. Where is this team right now mentally, just from a psyche standpoint?
Well, right now, you know, we lost 4 in a row. You know, we lost 3 out of 4 that we should have won, could have won at home. So, you know, we got to figure it out. You know, inside our locker room, you know, we stick together. You know, we're brothers. You know, we win together, we lose together. Outside, the Miami Heat are exactly what everyone wanted. You know, losing games. The world's better now since the Heat is losing. But we'll figure it out. You know, it's just painful. It hurts. You know, we're competitors, we're winners, we're human. And, you know, we'll move on and try to learn from it.
From frustration.
You want to know if I was crying? Why you want to know if I was crying? The question is, I'm not going to tell you that.
All right. Well, so mentioned it, so I had to ask. All right, guys, thanks.
Well, Spoelstra mentioned it, so I have to ask, have you ever cried after a game?
No.
Oh, you were ready with the tissue. I wasn't ready for that. Very nice. Hey, in all seriousness, though, guys, I mean, I look at this Miami team. It's still the first season these guys are together. They're trying to put parts around them. They're 43-20. I'm a little surprised that they're taking this that hard.
The season is not over. At any stretch of the matter, these guys still have 2 of the best players in this game. Chris Bosh had him as the 3rd. They just have to work out some kinks. Things will get better. Everybody's jumping off of the ship, and as soon as they win 3 or 4 in a row, everybody will be back on the ship. But that is what they're going to have to deal with now until the end of the season. The scrutiny, it was a big deal. The signing, everybody going, they made that. So you just have to deal with all of the scrutiny, go out and play better, win games in the end, and that's the bottom line. But there's no reason for them to all of a sudden go into a panic at this point in time.
They certainly seem very down after the loss. Now, Brent, one of the things, though, when these guys first got together, the question was, okay, who takes the shot at the end of the game? And that continues to be a question for them because they continue to struggle. LeBron did say after the game, I will not continue to let my teammates down. He's talking about missing several potential game winners.
Right, and I think the word mark that we're hearing more and more over the past couple of weeks when Miami finds himself in close game situation is predictability with their offense coming down the stretch. And tonight was another example where the Miami Heat did do something we've seen before. We saw it in Cleveland for years with LeBron James. High pick-and-roll situation with LeBron with the ball and the big set and the pick. In this particular play, we got Bosh coming over, setting the pick and roll. And on this possession, after Bosh sets the pick, he's going to go down. Well, Tibbs does a pretty good job here. He decides to switch it with Noah. So as LeBron comes off, now Noah picks up and has LeBron James. Now LeBron James sees the way Noah's playing. He's opened it up. He's going to try and go at 8 seconds to give them 2 chances, possibly 2 chances to score. But he's going left. Noah has opened it up to the left, and LeBron James takes advantage of that foot spacing. Here's the problem I have with it, Mark. Left side of the floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can count all the way to 6, but they're all on the same side of the floor. That is not a lot of room to operate. And Derrick Rose does a fantastic job down the baseline of holding into his spot, hedging in, and then building back out in case the pass goes to guard Chalmers. You see the 2 guys on the weak side, Dang, rotate over to bother this play, and makes it really difficult for LeBron James to finish not only over Noah, but around Noah. And then they're not able to corral the rebounds. One mistake that they made, Wade gets off a tough shot, misses that one. But that kind of defense, the Miami Heat, what I think need to do, they have to have action before that action. There's some place throughout the course of that play where somebody else can break down before you get to the pick-and-roll situation with LeBron James. And it's that predictability right now for the Miami Heat that they're struggling with at the end of the games. They're not able to get the ball into the basket.